Hello, everybody, and welcome to City Council Rewind for the meetings on March 19, 2024. I am Aaron McCulloch, Director of Communications for the City of Broken Arrow, and with me is Councilor Justin Green. Councilor, thanks for joining us today.
It's my pleasure. Good morning.
Quick meeting last night. It didn't take too long, I think. Well, you did have executive session, so I apologize for the brief remark there.
It was a very efficient meeting last night.
There you go. Very well said. Consent agenda item. These are some of the items that are kind of routine in nature, but there were a couple of things on there that you and I talked about earlier, and one of which you had actually pulled off the agenda to have some discussions about. 2 parks improvements. Do you want to talk a little bit about those and why they're important?
Yeah, most definitely. I had one of these items pulled because I thought it was very exciting, and I wanted the public to be aware of the good things happening here in our city. And our Parks Department is so vital to what we do in our city, to their quality of life. And we have a lot of good things happening. We want people to know about them. So we have 2 projects coming up here. We have over at Highland Park at the rugby fields are going to be going in, and it's super exciting, especially for me as a parent with young ones that play sports. You know, when we get to see new things happening, especially with the sports our children are involved in, it makes a difference. So we got the rugby fields going in out there. It's going to be great for our area, for our communities. And over at Ice Park as well, we're going to be replacing some of those grass fields with turf fields, and that makes a major difference. It makes a difference on how the game can be played, but also the conditions in which the game can be played. So you don't have as many rainouts and things of that nature because we playing on turf, so it makes a big difference.
It makes a huge difference. And there's also a reduction in maintenance costs, too, from what I understand, when you go to turf.
Most definitely.
This is kind of in line with what we had recently done about a year ago, I guess, when we replaced 4 soccer fields out at Indian Springs. And so this is going to be 2 fields, 2 of the football fields at Nienhaus, and then, or Nienhaus. I know there's a couple different pronunciations of it. And then the Highland Park, and this is a new park that's going to be right over there by Highland Park Elementary School. Yes. out in East Broken Arrow. Heading over to general business, our new Director of Engineering, Charlie Bright, talked about an amendment to the contract for the widening project of Houston Street between Garnett and Olive. And this is just going to be, they just need to move the center line over a little bit because of some easement issues with a natural gas pipeline or a gas pipeline that goes underneath there. But I thought the interesting thing was out of this is that there is no expectation of delay as far as seeing the orange cones out there that we all love so much for construction for that project to begin. And I know this is important to you as well.
Most definitely, as you said, our state mascot is those orange cones out there. But those orange cones do equal progress, so that's a great thing for us here in Broken Arrow to see that progress happening. You know, the people wanted it, so we're able to give that to them. And we have a wonderful city staff. Our engineering team has worked really hard with our partners to make sure that this project will be able to move forward in a timely manner. So that project, like you said, will go on. There will be a little bit of changes made to that, but that's with anything. You know, change is the only thing that's constant oftentimes. So, you know, they're facing that change head on and going to continue that project. We're going to see that road widen, and it's going to make a difference in our traffic here in Broken Arrow. Infrastructure is so important.
Absolutely. So that contract, that construction contract, will go out to bid sometime this summer, and then we'll see construction happening probably soon thereafter. So that'll be really good stuff. Finally, let's talk about the council approved the purchase of 38 acres out in South Broken Arrow. What was this about?
You know, like we said, we want to continue to see our city grow and thrive, and economic development is a part of that. And South Broken Arrow is one of those hotbeds right now for economic development. So this purchase that we authorized last night is going to help that economic development continue to thrive in South Broken Arrow and make a difference for those folks who live out there. It's so important that we continue to do these things and continue to push forward so we can serve the citizens of all of Broken Arrow, not just one part, but the whole city.
Not a lot of details, but we understand that there is an economic development agreement that's in the works and will likely be presented to you all in May.
That is accurate. Our city staff has been working very hard to get an economic development package put together, and we are excited about that. I know once our citizens hear about it, they're going to be excited about it too. A lot of potential for great things to come out there, and we should be hearing about that soon. Hopefully we'll be able to talk more about that come May.
I look forward to talking about that in a couple of months, actually. We'll have to look at the schedule to see if it's you or if it's one of the other counselors, but nonetheless, I'm excited to talk about that.
Most definitely.
There were several other items on the agendas besides what we just talked about. For more about those items, go to the city website and click on Agendas and Minutes in the Government section. Click on the date range drop-down list and then select the governing body. Find the meeting date of your choice and select the meeting details. All right, that's it for City Council Rewind. Council Green, thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate that.
It's always a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Aaron.
Stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you around town, the city where opportunity lives.
Thank you for watching. This is a production of the City of Broken Arrow, the city where opportunity lives.